Hello everybody, Lord Almighty here. Today is Saturday, November 14th, 2020, and between the cabin series, the muskie hunt, and the Raritan River, I feel like I've been neglecting my local ponds lately. So I decided to stay local today and hit up a few spots close by and see if I couldn't get on a fall bass bite. They should be schooling up, feeding up for the winter time. So I'm going to start out by throwing around a crankbait, and I'm going to see if the bite is on today. Hello again, local pond. Did you miss Daddy? Daddy missed you. Fish on. What do we got? Oh, that's a largie. All right. Little largie, maybe half a pound. Oh, look at that. He was barely hooked. Glad I was able to get that fish in. All right, number one on the day. There's a fish. Oh, little bass. Hit it real light too. It's another one that barely got it in his mouth. He counts though. Fish number two. Oh wow. That fish hit it real close to shore. I had like 5 feet of line out. Alrighty, that one got a little deeper in his mouth. Maybe as the sun warms the water a little bit, these fish are getting more aggressive. Well guys, the crankbait's been doing a decent job, but there's some wood cover along this bank that I can't really fish with that little crankbait. So I made a switch over to a wacky rigged Senko on a weedless hook, and I'm going to pitch it around these sticks, and I'm going to see if there are any bass in them. I've only got my light action rod with me, so if I hook a big one, I'll definitely have some trouble getting it out of those sticks, but I gotta hook one first to have that problem. Wait a minute, what have we here? Come on, get on there. Yeah, all right. Well, looks like somebody had the same idea I did, fishing with a crankbait. Although, they weren't lucky enough to be able to keep it. It's in rough shape, but I might be able to clean this thing up into a usable condition. All right. Score. Well, no bites on the Senko, and I've fished all the way around the pond, so I think it's time to hit up another spot. So sit tight, and I will see you in a couple of seconds. All right, guys, here we are at spot number 2. and I am going to start out by throwing around the Kitech Easy Shiner rigged weightless on a Texas rig, and I'm just going to slow roll this on the bottom and see if there are any bass or pickerel at this particular pond that want to eat it. Okay, I only took a few casts with the swim bait because I had a thought. Dangerous, I know, but hear me out. So given that this pond is a lot murkier than the other pond was, and I was getting bit on the crankbait, which is more of a reaction bait, I decided I would switch over to a little black and blue chatterbait, which will move a little bit more water than that swim bait does. I've actually never used a chatterbait here, I don't think. I'd be very interested to see how it works. Oh, wow. God, that thing just hit the water. Like, I must have literally cast this thing right into his mouth. It's a pickerel. All right. Looks like the chatterbait is a valid option here. All right, I'll take it. There we go. I saw him track that. I'll bet it's another pickerel. Yep, sure is. All right. Looks like he's about the same size as the last one. Ah, easy boy, easy. All right. There we go. Chunky chain pickerel. They are digging the chatterbait. There we go. That is a little bass. Whew! Man, he ate that thing. That was a hard hit. Alrighty, back in the bass. Gotta love it. Oh, there we go. What have we here? Hooked this fish in about the same spot as that last one. Ooh. It was like a solid pickerel. You know what? I got a bad feeling if I try to grab this guy, he's gonna go nuts on me. So I'm just gonna get him off here. There we go. I thought, since that was a decent sized pickerel, if I had pulled him up, he might have snapped the line. And if I had tried to grab him, he might have gotten a mouthful of my hand. So better to play it safe. Oh, shit, I didn't even notice. He took the trailer right off. All right, time for a new one. we go. Well, he darted out of nowhere to grab this thing. Little guy. Easy, easy. There we go. Took it kind of deep. I hope he'll be okay. I didn't see much blood, so I'm optimistic. Well, the sun is sinking fast and it's actually starting to get pretty cold out. So I think it's time to wrap it up for this afternoon. Turned out to be a pretty decent day of fishing. Got a nice mix of largemouths and pickerel. Nothing super big, but they were all plenty big enough to put a bend in the rod, and that's really all I ever want. And it's comforting to know that I don't have to drive all over creation to find some fish. I can just grab a rod, grab my tackle bag, and be fishing in 10 minutes. And as a nice little bonus, I can save money on gas doing that. Thank you all so much for joining me, and I will see you on the next adventure.